of, let me know if this resonates with you. I always had this feeling of like, I know there's more out there. I think when I was quite little, I was very, very imaginative. And then I started school and I was like, ew, is this it? Like, school for me was really icky. I was like, yuck, this is gross. I don't even know how they got away with this, but when I went to school, we had to do PE in our underwear. And I remember sitting on the cold, hard floor of our school hall in my underwear, the school hall that people had been in and out of all day, and there was grit on the floor from their shoes. It was so dirty and so disgusting, and I was forced to sit on that floor in my underwear. It was just disgusting. So that was the start of my school life. And I always felt this at school. I always felt like there must be more than this. Like, these people around me, they just don't give a shit. Like, they don't want much for their lives. There has to be more than this. I'm not like these people. They don't get me. But school like pushed me down and kept me in that box for many, many, many years. When I was 15, I very much felt like I was second best, B grade student. I was very driven, very motivated, felt like I didn't fit in, had these amazing gifts, but was shutting them all down. Then I got a bit of a glimmer of hope of this at sixth form, because sixth form gave me freedom and it brought me psychology. So, and you'll laugh when I tell you what led me to psychology, what led me to the work I do now, what led me to studying. It was sex. Sex was the reason. So I remember going around sixth form colleges looking at where I could study psychology. And I remember going up to this stand where there was a boy there who was at this sixth form college, and he was sharing all about Freud and the brain and what they were learning in psychology. And they obviously like used this as a way to kind of, get students interested, but they were talking about Freud and they were talking about sex. And the word sex caught my eye, and I was like, what is that over there? I need to go look. So I went over there, I started chatting to this guy, and I was like, wow, like, this is my thing. I've been struggling all these years at school of trying to fit in and just being the B grade student, and I was kind of creative, but then I kind of wasn't, and I wasn't like overly academic. It was like, where do I fit in? Where is my thing? And then I found this stand, I found this guy, and I was like, right, this is what I need to study. So I studied psychology for my A-level, and I soon got an A. So the B grade student was no more. I got an A, and it was like, wow, okay, I can do this stuff. And I found it really easy. I found revising for my exams really easy, because I was so curious about how the brain worked, and that curiosity about the Freud part and the sex that drew me in. It was like, just fascinated me so much, and it drew me into, I want to understand more about people and the human psyche. I felt my whole entire life that I've not fitted in. This is my thing.